Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Force here, and today we'll be checking out Prime World Defenders. This is a tower defense game with collectible card mechanics. Basically how it works is your towers in the game function as collectible cards. There's common, uncommon, and rare towers, and you can upgrade those towers as well through a progression system. So it's sort of a unique take on the tower defense style of gameplay, and here in this video I'll be showing you some gameplay and giving you my general thoughts and impressions. First, we're going to go ahead and hop into the overworld map. This just shows my progression throughout the game. I believe I finished about a fourth of the game, a fourth to a third. I've been playing for about 3 hours now, and I suppose the game, from what I understand, is supposed to be about 10 to 12 hours in length. I'm currently on mission 7 of it's somewhere between 20 and 25 missions are the total here in this game. So I'm about, again, a third or a fourth of the way through, and let's just go over what I know so far. So this is the overworld map, and all of these major points that you see are basically boss encounters, if you will. And whenever you come up to a boss encounter, rather than going straight to it if it's going to be too difficult for you at the time, what you can do is you can grind basically to try to get more currency to purchase and upgrade more towers and things of that nature. Now don't freak out when you hear currency. Everything in this game is in-game currency. There's no real-world transaction coming into place. This isn't a game that works like that. So the first thing I like to do before we go into any of the card mechanics and leveling up towers, I'd just like to show you some gameplay. So I'm going to hop in here. Like I said, when you come up to a boss fight, so right here I've got this castle defense, which is basically a boss fight. Instead of going straight to it, you've got an option of doing some grinding, and there's going to be 3 mission types. There's going to be easy difficulty, medium difficulty, and hard difficulty. So you pick whichever one you want. The difference between them just their difficulty, the type of enemies you're going to encounter, and then also your reward is greater if you play the hard difficulty. Now, so far as I've been playing through this game, I started off with easy just because I figured, oh, hard's going to be way too hard, right? No, hasn't been the case. I've been able to consistently just grind the hard difficulty portions just because it really hasn't been that hard. So before you go into battle, you're able to select the type of towers. I've got a good loadout right now, so we're just going to stick with that. And we'll look at that whole setup thing after I show you some gameplay. Okay, so when you start any one of these missions, you're going to be presented just with a quick overview. Now, something I do want to say here before we get started is just a little complaint. There is a ton of reusing of the areas. Now, to be fair, all of the boss fights appear to be in a unique setting, but all of that grinding that you can continuously do is done on reused maps. So it starts to get a little bit old, but at the same time I understand because you can continuously, I can grind mission, either easy, medium, or hard, mission after mission after mission after mission. I can just keep doing it until I feel like I don't need to do it anymore. I've got enough currency, I've purchased some upgrades for my towers, and I feel like I can continue. So you can continue to do that, so I guess I understand why it's consistently reused, but some of these settings have begun getting old for that reason. Okay, so here's the layout. Let me explain to you what's going on. Pretty simple tower defense stuff. We have got the path that they will travel along, and then these little squares are where you can place your tower. Now there's a few interesting things of note already on the battlefield that I'd like you to show. Also, this is where they're trying to go. That is the prime resource that this whole battle is being fought over. There's a little bit of a story in this game, basically 2 sides fighting for control of the prime resource, and there are these enemies called the Touched, and they're trying to take that from you. So you're defending against these invading Touched enemies. It's kind of a funny thing, but you're defending against them and trying to stop them from taking your resource. That's the basic story behind it. It's actually a story-driven game, supposedly, and there are these cutscenes that are done sort of in comic book style, which is sort of neat, but I don't know, the story's just been, whatever. So let me explain to you what's happening here. So we've got these little squares. This is where we place our towers, and there's a few other things of note. They will randomly be these rocks placed down, and these rocks right here, so this one and that one. You can't place towers there, obviously. There's also these little enemy structures here. And actually, if I unpause, I think I can click on it here. There we go. So this is a prime totem. This is placed down by the Touched, your opponent, and the way it works is you can destroy these to get more resource for you to be able to place down more towers. That's how it works. So these are going to be scattered throughout the map. If I place a tower next to it, my tower will destroy these, and then again, I'll be able to get extra resource and use that to place down more towers. Then there are also positional tower buffs. I've got a few of them here. That's this giant fist and this little face that sort of looks like a Halo Elite or something. So we've got this one right here. Any tower on this position will get 30% more damage, and any tower on these two positions will get increased attack speed. And then I've got another plus damage one there. There's also one of the power-ups that gives bonus range to any towers placed on that. So that is basically the basic information. I've got a few towers here I can place down. I've got a basic tower that I've leveled up as high as it can go. So we're going to try to play with as many of these as we can, and you can get a bit of information too. Like here, these are my towers. I've got this wooden tower here. Simple and cheap. The wooden tower is perfect for setting up early defenses. This is a common card tower. It's maxed at level 5. The different rarities have different max levels, but this is maxed for the type of tower that it is. I've also got this tower right here, a siege tower. It's a long-range tower. I've got this tower, a slowing tower, slows enemies, and then lastly I've got the lightning tower. So these are all sort of standard towers. They also have things that are a little more crazy, but I felt like sticking with the standard. Beyond your towers, you also have capability of a magic spell. Now the magic spell that I have is just a bomb, and there's no resource attributed to that. That is simply, it has a timer, a 40-second countdown specifically for this one here. Okay, so I've placed down my first tower right there, which is the wooden tower, and I'm also going to upgrade it to level 3. Now you can only upgrade towers that you have leveled up in the forge outside of the actual in-game mission. So I'll explain to you what that is once we finish this. But I just wanted to show you a wave here. So we've got the first incoming enemy, these little funky looking dudes, and I can zoom down on, I don't know what they are. They look like popsicles on pogo sticks. That's not actually what they are, but it's kind of funny to say that. And we're gonna place down, why don't we place down one right here as well? And then I'll be leveling that up. So I will show you some of the towers that I can't level, which are basically all of the other towers that I have. Now I can go ahead and cast my spell. I can do that with Q. So the spells are bound to Q, W, and E. Currently I only have one spell slot available. All of the towers are bound to your 1 through 9 keys. And again, you can see I've got four available at the moment. I have more towers, but I only have so many available slots, and that's what I'm sitting at right now. Now I'm gonna hit 3 now to place down a slow tower. And as you're gonna notice, that is at its max level, at its base level. But this one right here, we can still level up once we go ahead and get 30 resource, which at the moment we're sitting at 24. So we're gonna need some more guys to come out. We can kill them and get more resource. In fact, we can speed up the process up here in the upper right. You've got this to go double speed. Really no reason not to do that. I'll throw down a bomb with Q. That was completely pointless because there was no one there to kill. And I can upgrade this guy now to a 2nd level. And you're gonna notice that one little star right there. And then at the 3rd level, he gets that red star. And uh-oh, these guys might be sneaking through a little bit. Looks like I've got just enough defense here to stop them. We're gonna put one more of these towers over here on the fist, which gives it plus damage, as we took a look at before. And again, destroying these little prime things here, these prime totems, which is going to give me some more prime, which once more, for like the millionth time, that is the resource in this game. So, I mean, it's tower defense. I just sit here and set up towers, and guys come through, and then we kill them. I have to admit, I haven't found the gameplay terribly interesting so far. Now, to be 100% clear with you guys, I've only played the game for 3 hours. Like I said, I'm only about 1/4 of a way, or maybe 1/3 of the way through the game. So that's not a complete, I finished the game, this is my opinion. This is, so far, I've played recently better tower defense games. I mean, most recently I played Sanctum 2 as well as Anomaly 2, which were really cool. And I don't know, I really like the concept behind the cards and the upgrading of towers and all that sort of fun stuff. And even with this tower, you'll notice I cannot upgrade it, that's at max. But especially, I think it's really just these grinding missions. I mean, this is on hard, right? Like I showed you at the beginning, there were 3 types: easy, medium, and hard. So this is hard. This is hard? What's hard about this? Now, it could of course be the case that because I really focused down on one tower and maxing it out, in the trading card system. I focused on this one wooden tower, and even though it was a common tower, I said, let me max that. It's a good all-purpose tower. It can attack ground and air, and I maxed it up to its max level, which is 5. And yeah, I just tried to make it as good as I could. So maybe that's the reason. Let me show you this tower right here. This is actually one of the unique towers, which is the highest rarity, but it's only at its base level. Okay, so that was a rare mission. Now, that was a hard mission. So I finished the hard mission, so what happens? Well, you get a reward of experience. You've got a leveling system in this game. You also get a reward of silver, which is one of 2 currencies in the game. And then I also got some bonus stuff right there, as you can see. Then also, once you finish one of these grinding missions, you're gonna be appointed 5 random cards, and you get to randomly pick one of those to keep and put in your inventory. So let me show you these types of cards. We've got this one right here. This is, I believe it's called an artifact, and then we've got a spell, a prime bomb, which is a spell that I currently have. Chance to get some silver, we get a chance to pick up a slowing tower, and then we also have a chance to pick up 100 silver. So I click this, it shuffles it, and then I randomly pick one. Now I'm a creature of habit, and I've said I am going to pick the middle card every time and see what I get. So I pick the middle card. What did I get? I got a blessed hammer. So this is an artifact. This is what's used in the forge to upgrade your towers. Now you can do one of 2 things when you get this. You can either say I'm going to keep it, or I'm going to sell it to get some more silver. I've just been keeping all the cards because I like to play around with them. And then also what you can do is you can use some of your banked silver. Currently I'm sitting at 1,000 or 1,001, and you can use some of that to try to pick another card. So if you picked a card that it wasn't necessarily the one you really wanted, but there was a card in there that you said, oh, I have to have that, then you could use some silver to pick that. Now I'm not going to do this because there weren't even any unique cards there. So I'm just going to stick with what I have, and we're going to hit continue. But you do that again and again. You grind for silver, more XP, you try to level yourself up and all those things. And even though I just finished that mission, you're gonna notice right here, it's been replaced now with another hard one. This is on a different map, but you can see difficulty hard. It shows you the types of enemies you're gonna be up against. You know, we've got slow, fast enemies, we've got swarming enemies, we've got heavy lumbering enemies, we've got flying enemies. All of the standard tropes that you expect in a tower defense game are present here. So I've showed you some gameplay. What the heck's going on with all this card business, Dennis? What are you talking about? Well, let's, wait, I just used my real name. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at that. So there's a few things I can show you. First of all, let me show you my collection. So the collection, these are the cards that I have. Now it's broken up into 3 sections. There are towers, your tower cards, magic, your spells, and then artifacts. The artifacts are used as tower and magic enhancements in the forge, which we'll look at in just a moment. Filter system, you can filter by rareness, by forageable, and by the history. I guess that's when you got it. Also shows you which ones you have in the deck. So a few different towers available here, tower cards available here that weren't in my deck that I just used in that last mission. I've got this barrier, places down a barrier, impassable, forces people around it. Siege towers in the deck, slowing towers in the deck, wooden towers in the deck, poison tower, puts poison, does damage over time, fantastic. We've got the slingshot tower. Slingshot tower, what is this one? Throwing projectiles, excellent. Okay, this is the air-based one, that's right. So it's an air-based slingshot tower. And then I've got another wooden tower. So let's talk about how you upgrade these. How does that work? So we're gonna exit out of this, and we are going to go back to the forge. Now, 2 things that you can do. You can fuse and you can evolve. So how this works is cards have levels. 3 different rarities: normal, rare, and unique. Normal cards can be leveled 5 times. Rare cards can be leveled 15 times. Unique cards can be leveled 25 times. How you level them is by this fusing system. You fuse tower cards with artifacts or with other tower cards to level them up and increase their effectiveness. So depending on the type of card that you're fusing, and you have to fuse them with equivalent cards. So for example, I can grab my lightning tower here. Okay, this is my unique card. It's actually the only unique tower that I have at the moment. And then if I clicked on fuse, so I click choose, these are the things that I could fuse it with. I could fuse it with a wind symbol, a sign of strength, and a blessed hammer. I can also fuse it with the siege tower or the wooden tower. So what I'll do is I'm going to fuse it with the wooden tower because I don't need a second wooden tower card. I'm also going to fuse it with some blessed hammers and a sign of strength. So I don't want to use everything here. So let's just use those two for now, just because I want to show you a few examples. So we're going to decide, I'd like to fuse it with this, and it's showing you the end result. The level, it's going to be 3.75, efficiency, plus 10%. Also get 10% more, plus 10 more damage. So the current level of this lightning tower is level 2 of 25. Like I mentioned, unique cards can be leveled 25 times, rare cards 15 times, normal cards 5 times. So we're going to hit ready. I will sacrifice these 2 cards, fuse them with the lightning tower, and watch the lightning tower level up. Lightning tower levels up, higher level, more damage. It got plus 10 damage, went from, you know, it's 116, now it's at 126. Fantastic. So it is now level 3 of 25, and you continue that fusing process. You fuse, again, other towers or artifacts with basic tower cards, and then that allows you to level it up. So besides the leveling up, what's the evolution? Well, the evolution, what this allows you to do is this evolving a card, a tower, allows you to upgrade it while in battle. So you notice that I was able to upgrade my wooden tower in battle. My wooden tower is the only tower that I currently have available to level up 3 times, which is the max. Every tower can be leveled 3 times in battle once you have evolved it 3 times. So how do you evolve towers? I know the system sounds very confusing. It is, I agree. So how you evolve a tower is you've got to take 2 towers of the same type and combine them together. So if I wanted to evolve my lightning tower, I would need another lightning tower. I would need another copy of that tower. And then I fuse one lightning tower with another lightning tower, and I do that once, then all of a sudden I can upgrade my lightning tower while in combat. So the level system and the evolution system, while different, they're sort of the same. They both increase the basic result, as sort of convoluted as this system sounds, the basic result is whether you're fusing or evolving, your towers will get stronger. Evolving lets you upgrade them in combat. Fusing just makes them stronger by default, okay? So that is bare bones basic how the system works. And I know that it might sound a little confusing, and there's a little bit more to that than what I even said, because there's this whole percentage increase. And if I go here into my collection and I show you my artifacts, so for example, take a look at these 3 artifacts. Sign of Strength, a rare artifact endowed with magical powers. With its help, you can fuse cards in the forge 3 times more efficiently than with a regular card. So with these artifacts, you're able to fuse. You're able to get more out of your fusing. The Sign of Strength gives you 3 times. The Wind symbol gives you 2 times more fusing efficiency. And then this one gives you 5 times more fusing efficiency. So obviously out of all of these, the Blessed Hammer is the best to do fusing with, because you get a lot more benefit out of it. And there's also like a percentage chance, like you can get, I think the max is like you can get a 45% increase or something like that. I wasn't sure. I read that in the forums. I wasn't sure precisely how it works. And again, I know this system seems a little confusing and convoluted, and maybe I'm not explaining it in the best possible manner. But to my understanding, the basic idea is, like I said, you're able to fuse cards with artifacts and other towers, and then that makes them better, levels them up, and then the evolution is the actual process that lets you upgrade them in combat. So there you go. That is the level progression trading card system, if you will. There is also an in-game store and talents. So let me show you the talents here. You level up yourself. I'm currently level 6, and as you continue to level up, there's 3 sections that you can improve: Prime, Technical, and Magic. So I'll show you what I currently have. Currently I've got this right here, plus 10% initial Prime on each level. I've got increased tower damage by 5%. I also have accelerated output of Prime from the Prime Reactor by 30%, plus a 50% bonus for provoking waves early. So you're able to call waves in earlier, which gives you bonus Prime, once again the resource. And with this passive upgrade, if you will, you get more of a bonus from that. And there's a whole bunch of other ones. This one gives +1 tower slots. Why don't I buy that? Sure, I buy that right now. +1 tower slot. Great, I've got that now. So yeah, you use your silver that you get from grinding and from completing these missions, and then you can use that to upgrade these. Besides the silver, there's also the star resource. far as I can tell so far, you only get the star from leveling up. I think you might get it from main quests, like for defeating bosses as well. So I think those are the two ways that you actually accumulate these stars. But no, no real money comes into this equation. The store allows you to use those two currencies, the stars or your silver, to buy more cards. You can buy a regular, rare, or unique booster. You can get, it's in 1 or 3, as you can see. And why don't I buy a unique one? Yeah, I got enough. I can buy one of these right now. So we're going to buy a unique booster here, see what we get. What are you doing? I hit okay. Oh, I need to be level, I'm sorry. I need to be level 7 for that. Well, I'm really close to level 7, so why don't I do another mission, see if we can get that. Besides that, you can also buy starter set 4 cards. You can buy an artifact set for 1,000 silver, which again, the artifacts are used for fusing. And the chest, all these are the same thing that you get at the end of those randomized mission. You can also buy an artifact set there for 2,000. Looks like these ones are locked because of my level though. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at another. We're gonna do another hard mission here. And then I'd actually like to go back to the prior boss fight just to show you that, because I thought that was a good fight. That was kind of neat. Like I said before, I'm just, I don't know, the actual, as interesting as the trading card sort of mechanic is in this game, I just don't know, like, if the actual tower defense gameplay holds up for me personally. It could be, if you're watching this and you say, hey Force, I think what I saw looks great. Fantastic. After 3 hours, I just haven't really gotten all that into it, so. All right, we're gonna speed this up. We're gonna try to make this crazy. So the one thing I didn't show you last time we took a look at gameplay was the fact that you can call multiple waves early. So basically, once I can highlight over it, I can call it early. But before we do that, I want to get a few towers here leveled up. So we're gonna level him up to the max. Once I get 60 prime. Okay, so he's got more damage, he's a lot more effective. Awesome. We're gonna drop another bomb there. And then we're gonna get a couple more towers before I start calling things in. This is the total waves and my current wave, so I'm at 6 of 24 right now. And come on, just hurry up here. I just wanna oh man. Cool ideas, cool concepts here. I just don't know if it really holds up for me personally. So it's a personal opinion. Everything I say is a personal opinion. How could I not give you a personal opinion? Is that possible to really not give personal opinions? Of course it is. You could try to be objective, right? Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm just killing off these harpies here with my towers of awesomeness. Alright, we're just gonna call a couple in. So 12, call in 13. So now we're gonna get 2 waves coming at the same time. I don't want to do more than that quite yet. We will, I promise, but just not quite yet. I don't want to be too ridiculous here. Force, what are you talking about? This looks super easy. You're right, let's call in a few more waves here. We're at 15, why don't we drop that to 16 and 17. So now 3 waves coming at the same time. Uh-oh, guys, watch out. 3 waves? What? This is crazy. Crazy. Oh man, look at this. Woo! Oh, there's so many of them. Oh, they're gonna make it through. No, they're still not gonna make it through. Maybe calling 3 waves at the same time wasn't enough. Let me get my lightning tower here, and let's call more. All right, we're at 20 or 24. Let's go all the way. Come on, we can do this. Let's just keep calling them in. Final wave, here we go. It's the final countdown, guys, I believe. What's the upgrade price for this? I thought I got that. No, I didn't get that maxed up. All right, there we go, so many. Oh yeah, so many. Oh, they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it. Yeah, look at those guys. A couple of them made it through. Yeah. All right, let's see what we get here. Oh, there's an ice tower. That's a unique one. I pick the middle one. I get the mortar as a mortar. That's a nice one. Let's try see if we can spend 175. No, that's the snake tower. Let's spend it again. I want to get that unique one there. Damn it. Damn it, now I can't even. Oh, what a bummer. All right, we're gonna wrap up here. Oh, I'm level 7. I can't, I just spent all my money, so I don't think I can buy. Oh yeah, it just cost us. So let's get a unique card here. I'll spend some, yeah, there we go. What'd I get? I got an ancient seal. 10 times faster, nice. 10 times more efficient there with the ancient seal. So that's a lot better than some of the other stuff that I get. Let me just, forget it. I don't care. I'll just spend all my stars right now. Rain of fire. Oh yeah, what is this? This is a spell. Does 80 damage, creates a rain of fire on the ground. Yeah, more purples, please. What's the next one? What? I used, oh, man. Darn it. Oh well. Okay, we're, let me, I want to add that spell here. We're gonna do the rain of fire spell. And, it's got a huge countdown, holy heck. And I guess, what did we just get? We just got a mortar tower? That's good. It's better than that stupid thing that we had. Okay. So we're gonna go to this. This is a boss fight here. I'll show you this, and then I think we're gonna just wrap up this video. So here it is. Totems. Just another mechanic that I had showed you. These things can add speed and healing to the enemy touched. So you want to get rid of those. So what we'll do is we're going to throw down a couple of these bad boys. And let's throw down some slowing towers here too. Fantastic. I'm excited to call down my spell at least. I want to see how awesome this Rain of Fire looks, huh? Guys coming from multiple directions. Rain of Fire, watch out guys. Oh, that's devastating. Alright, well I think that is probably it. Yeah, there's really nothing else for me to show you. Alright guys, this has been Force checking out Prime World Defenders, the tower defense game with collectible card mechanics. It's available now. If you like what you saw here, you can pick it up for $14.99 is the asking price at the moment. I don't like it that much. Personal opinion. It's okay, but just really doesn't tickle my fancy. But you know, you might love it, so great for you. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe. And as always, keep watching and keep owning. Damn totems for painted sticks. They sure are a lot of trouble. That was a great joke.